Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. I'm your host, Crimson Cavalier, and in today's episode, we're going to go to the Village of Outcasts and go into the next temple. Yeah, this is what we're going to do. So let's head over there. I'm starting off at the pyramid. So we're going to have to make our way over to the village. But with the hookshot, that's not going to be a very long journey. So we can make our way over pretty easily and quickly. And we're going to do that by equipping our trusty hookshot. Oh, are you kidding me with the bee? I hit it with a rock. Talk about aim. Talk about great aim. Excuse me, sir. And we're just going to keep moving. So right down here, Village of Outcasts. Be warned about, like I said earlier, the thieves. There are thieves and robbers everywhere. Yeah. Come on now. There we go. Actually, I'd like some hearts, to be honest with you, before we get in that temple. One hit with the hammer. I think one of these is a game you can play. I hope that's not money. I don't need the money right now. I'm not gonna grab that chest in case it is money, since I'm maxed out right now. But there is a game you can play in this town, similar to the shovel game that I skipped. Well, I think I am gonna end up playing it, but here it is. So you talk to this weasel-looking guy, and he, let's see. So, hi, may I help you? You can open 2 chests for 30 rupees. Why don't you play? You know what? Let's go ahead. Good luck. Choose well. Yay. Yay. Okay. This is why I don't like these little mini games. Because there we go. That is luck. Luck, luck, luck. And that's it. No longer interested in your stupid game. But oh, no. See, those guys, they'll just chase you, and they'll bump into you, and next thing you know, you're out of rupees. But as I was saying, I think you can definitely crack this wall. I don't remember what's in it. I think I am going to play the shovel game, if I can. Simply for that other piece of heart. I think this is also rupees, so I'm not going to grab that right now. Because, for all I know, I could spend a whole lot of money playing that stupid game coming up. Alright, we can't get to that guy yet because I don't have the item necessary for it. And I actually can't even leave. And come down that way, so looks like I will not be playing the shovel game right now. Well, lacking the hearts that I actually wanted, there's nothing to do but to enter the temple. So grab the grating, pull it, and walk inside. So right off the bat, we're entering this temple here. It is a big room, the big central room. Those horse head looking guys, those can be a bit of a pain. Of course, the blue ones are not that bad, but the red ones that'll actually spit fire at you. Well, we got the map, so you know there are worse things in the world. There it is. There's that fire. These guys are not nice. I'll tell you that. I want to make my way to the bottom right of this area. So I'm actually going to stick to the top here. Ooh, gels. Try to get some... Oh! Okay. Those are the bunny star thing. Remember about those. If you get touched with it, you turn into bunny. And although there weren't that many enemies at the time, turning into a bunny can be a bit of a pain. I need to get in. That's the treasure chest I want. If I remember correctly, that is indeed the big key. And that's really the only item I care about. So if I can find a way to get to it, the shortest route possible. Now, as I've mentioned actually a few times now, this where I'm getting to the point where I really don't remember much about the game. I've played it many times, but I've only beaten it a few times. A couple of times with the Super Nintendo and a couple of times with the Game Boy Advance version. And as such, I've played the very beginning, you know, the first 3 dungeons, of course, many times, and I remember them by heart, no matter how many years later it's been. But, and the first couple of dark temples, I remember them as well. But the later stages here, I'm getting my butt kicked pretty badly. And we got a little bit of a glitch there with that guy. The later stages of this game, is this the same place I came? Ugh. I'm gonna have to be extra careful coming up, because I am not doing so hot. Yeah, so the later parts of this game, these dungeons coming up, this one and the next one, are actually, I don't really remember them completely like I do the first few. So here's the compass. So bear with me as I go through this. I might have to do some backtracking. I mean, I remember the dungeons. I remember, you know, how to fight the enemies and what happens and everything, but as far as actually memorizing exactly where I have to go and exactly in what direction and all that, yeah, it's a little bit tough. Alright, big key, big key. So, you know, it's not a big dungeon. I think we can tackle this one pretty easily, actually. Avoid it if I can, and I can't. And now I'm a bunny. It doesn't last too long, thankfully. But the fact that it exists at all is a bit of a pain. And I'm looking for that door that was locked earlier. Some of those skull pots, these guys, yeah, as I said, some of them have that that underneath them, so you gotta be really careful. Being a little reckless right now. I could really use a heart or two. That'll do for right now. I'm not really happy with it. But actually, I'll keep my hook shot. I think it's a bit of a better weapon. Boomerang is great, don't get me wrong. You know, the boomerang will always have a place in my heart. I think we're heading in the right direction here. Oh, well, not quite. Guess a little money never hurt. But I gotta get to that big log, which was where? I guess we are using the map. So it's a little to my right. That probably means I'm gonna have to jump down there. Yeah. So I'll go ahead and jump down. No! No! Couldn't be helped. I really couldn't avoid it. But yeah, that's just something I have to deal with from now on. This is the first real temple where that becomes a recurring theme. So instead of freezing them, instead of hitting them with the boomerang and actually doing damage to them that way, we can always just hit them with the hook shot. And okay, so you may be thinking, yeah, it's crazy. This is obviously the boss's lair. Where's the boss? Well, this is one of those really cool levels where it's not that simple. Now, I didn't talk to him, I don't think, when I was in the light world in the Kakariko village. So I may not have mentioned it at the time. But if you talk to the young man, exactly in the same place where this level is located, but in the light world, he will tell you that that particular house used to be the hideout for a gang of thieves. And he says to you, what was the thief's name? What was the leader of the thief? His name? Blind. And he hated bright light a lot. And you don't know it at the time, but that's a big hint for what comes, later in the game. So those weird things, I have no idea what they're called. And I think this may be the only Zelda game that they appear in. But you can only hurt them when that middle blob comes out. So when the middle blob comes out, you can hit the middle blob and do damage. So, are you kidding me? Of all the places to go, I really hate these levels with the moving. The stupid moving walkways. I don't need this in my life right now. These guys aren't gonna make it easy for me, are they? Stupid fireworm. I knew I should have come in here with full hearts. Of course, this stupid worm is never going to go away now. Gotta get out of here. Oh, look at that. He got stuck in there. Good. Hope you stay stuck in there forever. I think this is a... Oh, no. Well, before we do anything, go up here. I really need some hearts. These grasshopper, I don't know what they are. Are they grasshoppers or are they frogs? I don't know. Oh, come on. The hearts on top of the wall where I can't get to them? Alright, I made a huge mistake. I need to switch over. Let's read this tile. Link, it's me, Zelda. Don't be deceived by the magic of Blind the Thief. Be careful. So yeah, like I said, pretty big hints going on. Right there. He hates bright light. What does that mean for us? Well, we'll find out soon enough, won't we? But for right now, don't pull that lever because, if I'm not mistaken, enemies fall from the ceiling, as they are often doing when you pull the lever, the wrong lever. Like I said, I don't know if these are frogs or lizards or grasshoppers. Come on with the money. I don't care. I'm not hurting for rupees right now. I'm hurting for hearts. Okay, so... Oh, bombs. I should have waited. But anyway, you see that crack on the floor. You see the light shining through the window. You would never know this. And, well, the first time I ever played this game, it took me forever. I'll admit that. So lay a bomb, throw it, crack it, and now there's light shining down. And if you look at your map, why, we're exactly on top of the room we were in earlier, where it was just the boss room and no boss. So now there's light shining in that room. And that's important because, well, we've been told that Blind hates bright light. And if that's the case, well, then he's going to hate that because that's a lot of light coming in. Okay, that's not exactly how I wanted it to work out, and I'm pretty sure I ruined it. Actually, this will work. This will actually work out for me. I think I need the blue ones down. We'll see in a second. Yeah, that's what I needed. Oh no, with the death. Oh no! What? I didn't have fairies. I didn't have fairies, guys. Yeah, this is unbelievable. Ill-prepared for this dungeon. I came in here without being fully prepared. Whatever. Let's save and continue. I can't believe I didn't have fairies. I kept myself from healing because I could have swore I had fairies. And I didn't. Wow. Okay. Well, I'm just struggling right now. What we're gonna do, we're not gonna be stupid. Unbelievable. Like, seriously, I don't believe. I'm gonna go to the light world. And I'm gonna go to my favorite fairy location. Well, let's go back and try this again. But let's not waste any time. Let's get to where we need to be. If I can remember how to get there. Oh, I got turned and I didn't even realize it. Good thing I didn't try to dash. Actually, I did try to dash. I pressed the button. Alright, so we've already opened this door. Collected what we needed to collect. Ah, are you kidding? You can hit me from there? I hate how stupid and random these guys move. And of course, no hearts. I'm not gonna waste time. Let's just get out of here. Move it. You know, we're gonna let him glitch right there. I'm not gonna mess with that. Whatever. I'm not in a good mood. Oh. Alright, get rid of these guys. It just makes it a little bit easier to maneuver. No, no, no. We were just there. I thought this was... Now this room, there's a switch under one of these. I don't remember which one it is. But for right now, I just want to get these rupees again. Will somebody give me a heart? Actually, now that I remember, I don't need to hit that switch just yet. I need to go downstairs. There, I don't need that. Don't need that. Come here. Wrong room. Ah, my hook shot doesn't quite reach. Guess I'm gonna have to step onto the... Oh, I can get rid of this guy first. So if you come in here, you're in for quite the treat of being in this room, and you have to kill all the enemies before you're allowed to leave, and it's just a pain in the butt. So don't go in there. I think that's the lesson to be learned. Another really annoying room hazard here. We don't have a key. I need a key. Because that's the door I want to go through. Actually, I don't care about that guy. He's not really bothering me. These guys are just... They're not interested in giving me hearts. They want to give me the rupees, yes. It would be nice if I needed them. You just die already. Oh no, a prisoner. Now, warning signs should be, you know, well, the flags, warning flags should be flying everywhere. Oh, thank you very much. You saved my life. Please take me outside. So, here we are in the dark world, right? Yes. And here we have a young lady. You're automatically assuming I found a descendant of the wise men. What? You know? But how could this be? Well, you're mistaken. And we got to get out of here quickly because the floor tiles fall. So you got the Titan's Mitt. You can now lift the heaviest stones that were once impossible to budge. Yeah, you don't want to get stuck in there. I mean, you can hookshot out, but it's a lot of trouble. Why not just avoid it altogether? So you're in the dark world. You got this young lady who did not turn. That's kind of weird, if you ask me. Why didn't she turn? That's the question I'm asking myself. I don't know about you, but I sure am. Alright, so with Girl and Power Glove, we can now finish this dungeon. Press the switch. Avoid the spikes. Thank you. And this is where we're going to go in. Now, I'll tell you one thing. She asked you to take her outside. And if you try to take her outside, you'll, of course, be taking her into the sunlight. Now, we've been told that she hates sunlight. And we've also been told that not to be fooled by Blind the Thief's magic. So, well, what are we going to do? She won't let you go outside. She'll say, please, find a different way to take me. So, there's really nothing to do. You can walk around this dungeon for a long time and have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to do. But if you bomb that area on top, on the second floor, at one point, well, now this is available to us, and you walk her into the light. Yeah, too bright. And she'll turn into this hideous creature, and he'll shoot lasers at you. Now, this guy sucks. I'll tell you what, this is one of my least favorite enemies. When you hit the head, it'll spin, shoot fireballs at you, switch sides, and continue to do so. Now, there's a better way to do this. I'm saving it. Okay, once you do enough damage, the head will come off. Okay, I'm going to pause it just so I can talk about this. Once you do enough damage, the head comes off. And the body will reanimate. And it'll have two heads. One floating around, shooting fireballs at random locations. And then the second one, which will be on top of his body. And he'll continue to perform the same actions that he was just doing. And then you can do it again. I think up to 2 or 3 heads, I think, will be flying around the room at all times, shooting fireballs, making this one of the most difficult battles to not take damage in. However, there is an item that we now have. Oh, and you cannot harm those heads, by the way. Those heads, they'll just continue to... Once we take the second head, I'm going to take out the item I want to use. If I could, oh God! Okay, now I took the second head. Now I'm going to take out the cane. Okay? As soon as the body reanimates. Now, I'm just going to stand next to him. Stand here. There we go. That did it. So I think that's the easiest way to do it. Take the heads off, and then just touch them with the cane. Wow, that was actually not that bad. I expected a lot worse. Link, because of you, I can escape from the clutches of the evil monsters. Thank you. As the wise men sealed the way to the Dark World, the Knights of Hyrule defended them from the attacks of evil monsters. I heard that the Knights of Hyrule were nearly wiped out in that battle. You are perhaps the last one to carry on the bloodline of the Knights. It is ironic that the last one in the line has the potential to become the hero of legend. Surely you can destroy Ganon. That would mean that my uncle probably was also a descendant of the line. That's what that tells me in my imaginary world. So that's another dungeon down. That is dungeon number 4. We have 5, 6, and 7 left, and we're moving right along actually. Before we leave today, there are a few things I find that we need to do that are pretty important. And it won't take long at all with the new item that we have. Because we now have the ability to pick up the darker stones, which of course you remember are the heaviest of the heavy. So we're going to do one super quick thing, and then we're going to break. Ribbit, Ribbit, your body did not change. You are not just an ordinary guy, are you? I used to live in Kakariko Town. I wonder what my partner is doing there without me. Ribbit, I have a request of you. Please take me to my partner. Please, Ribbit, please. Well, okay. Oh, actually, if I'm not mistaken, there's a little game we can play here. Before I take him to his partner, if you smash all of these, be careful with the chickens. If you smash all of these, I believe a treasure chest appears. And I think it has a piece of heart, so... Oh, I got him. Oh, this opens up. It's not a treasure chest. But it is a piece of heart, so congratulations to us. We have one more piece of heart. So that's fantastic news. We can now go over to the light world. And, I don't know where to transport. I don't want to transport or I'm going to get stuck. So I think I'll do it right here. If you take him to the light world, you'll see that he turns into our little gnome friend. I don't know if he's an elf or a gnome. I'm going to say gnome. Oh, happy days are here again. You found my partner. We are very happy now. Drop by here again. At that time, we will temper your sword perfectly. They're so little and cute. So I'll leave the building, come right back in. Hey, you, welcome. Ask us to do anything. Temper my sword. I'll give you a big discount. Sword tempered, 10 rupees. Yes. Alright, no problem. They'll have to keep my sword for a while. So now I have no sword. I can still dash, and I can still swing. But I'm not swinging anything. That's really bad, right? I think if you just leave and come back, it'll be ready. Your sword is now tempered up. Check that guy out. You can feel the sheer power flowing through your body. They work fast, don't they? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Alright, and with that, we have completed the fourth dungeon, rescued the fourth maiden, tempered our sword, and we're going to call it a day here, ladies and gentlemen. Please join me again for the next episode of The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past.